Kim's father, Alan, was my first cousin. His father was Charles. They had a camera store in the Bronx. Me and my other uncle. Big camera store, but a huge camera store. 16 miller films. There's no talking movies. And that was my father's two younger brothers. My father was the eldest. He came here by himself first from Ukraine. And they were in the photography business. My father talked them out of moving out of the Bronx. They went to 48th Street between 6th and 5th Avenue.
That was the whole camera district with Willoughby's and all those
That's
guys.
right. It was called MOGULLs. And then he got friendly with a guy named Masters, Phil Masters. It was the first wholesale place where you can, like Richards and all of that stuff. They got friendly, and he talked them into moving next door to him. So they had a place together. Then they made a lot of money, and there was a building that we bought between 6th and 7th Avenue on 48th Street. He bought the building. Yeah, he bought the building, and he was there for years. He had a recording studio on the top. The guy that had it was just from South Africa. He had the name was Ramon, but that wasn't his real name. He was a Jewish guy, but he wanted to change it, so he was Ramon. He had the first big recording studio, independent studio. Ramon, Phil Ramon. And then Rockefellers wanted to tear down everything and build that whole corner from 47th to 48th and 6th. The only one that didn't sell was my uncle. They were tearing everything down. You think you were in a war zone. Everything was down except this cockamamie building was there. And they offered him so much. They gave him a 7-year lease free at the Paramount Hotel, and they bought him a building on 50th and Broadway, right next door.
Wow.
His family still owns it. MOGULL still.
Remember when we were looking at all the...
Don't MOGULL still
No,
own-
remember we were looking...
sold to LeBeau's.
Remember we were looking at all the ground leases and I was doing that homework? I kept coming up with MOGULL with 2 L's.
Yeah.
That's when I called live and he said, "Oh my God, that's Charles."
So you guys sold.
Not me. I didn't get a fucking dime.
So they sold 51st Street to LeBeau's.
No. MOGULL only owned the one on the corner here, on 50th, right?
Yeah, that one's on the corner. He took a lease.
Right on the corner.
Yeah, I found MOGULL...
LeBeau's just took
It was a 68-year lease, I think.
Yeah, he's out of his freaking mind because he was talking to me about building me something. I was like, what is that? It's like you don't even know.
Yeah, I
I
mean...
haven't seen her in a while. I saw her.
Yeah.
And
Ken knows
his
Kim.
brother lives in England. And a terrific guy. Mark. And he was here a few years ago for a party that our kid brother owns a restaurant and one of the whiskey joints downtown. And we were invited to his birthday. Mom, their mom was there. My father died years ago, Alan. But that's the last time I saw her. Last time I saw her, she married a guy with 2 kids, Frenchman, as a first marriage. And,
Smart girl.
Haven't seen her. That's why I hear from her brother. Unfortunately, her mother was into the mother nursing home. Nice woman.
Yep. I mean, he produced Nat King Cole, Timbaland, I mean,
Hey,
everybody in the world.
That's not about me. It's about the Brill building.
I know, but you know what? But everything that went on here, my God, it's incredible. By the way, Ivan, just so you know, Ivan was my music mentor when I started listening to jazz when I was 13, 14. And he said so many labels. He sent me a box of about 200 records from East Wind label, which was printed out of Japan, I think, and it had the most incredible stuff, and that's what I learned playing saxophone, listening to East Wind label records, Ivan.
I gotta tell you about this thing. I tell you my father had this. When he died, I was in shock. He died beautifully. It was my mother died the year before, and it was her unveiling. And it was Friday. He was staying with my sister on 86th Street. And he said, Ivan, here's the check for the cemetery, you know, for the services and the rabbi and all that. I said, what are you giving it to me for? He says, well, if everything goes all right, you know, send it out. Kind of weird. That night he went to bed and he willed himself to die. Okay?
Yep.
And it was just before the unveiling, a year after she died. Naturally, took care of that. But I was so for tumult. Still at the office. My uncle had died. He was there. Myself. He loved to work 6 days a week. I used to argue with him because he didn't raise his fees. I said, Dad, my barber across the street on 49th Street costs more than you do. It's embarrassing. I said, you got the biggest people. You got Jan Pierce, you got Richard Tucker, you got David Merrick, and I'm going to Jack Dempsey. For all his patients, he had incredible patients. And he says, don't talk, I said, don't talk to me that way. He says, my patients from the Lower East Side followed me all the way up there. They take the crosstown bus, and they take the subway. I said, yeah, but those are not they're just a few of your patients. You know what I mean?
So you pried that off of the crowbar?
Oh, wait, I want to tell you this. So, no. I forgot about it. Never thought about it. Never thought about it. All of a sudden, I get a phone call. I can't remember who. He said, I'm down at a restaurant. It's got memorabilia all over the place. From different places. And I saw your father's plaque. My father's plaque? What father? My father. A brass plaque. I said, this plaque. I went down to the restaurant. Sure enough, this was there.
What restaurant was it?
It was near it used to be Longshamps on 34th, near the not 34th, 38th, 39th. Where's the Opera House?
The Opera House is 34th on the west side.
Yeah.
The former, yeah. 9th and 10th, or 8th and 9th? 8th and 9th.
Maybe.
Not too far from Conway's.
So I saw it, so I go to the guy. I said, listen, at any price, I'll pay for this. I don't care what you ask me. I have to have it. What do you want it for? This is my father's. The guy gave it to me.
He left some money on the table. He left some money on the table.
Listen, I got news for you. We went up to the 11th floor looking for you guys.
That's great.
He started sobbing, so I had to get him out of there.
What's that?
You did. Just now.
That's all right.
Ah, it's very good. It's very good. So gentlemen, what are we doing? What?
I need to go back to the first floor and poke around.
Very good. Ken, why don't you explain, and Max, why don't you explain what you're looking to do here with the new Brill building?
Well, it's what these guys want to do. They want to do an entertainment complex to bring it back to past glory with a combination of entertainment and food. And I think I can help with that. So.
Ellen Stardust Diner sounds like a
Stardust,
pretty good
ribbon on
bet.
the roof, whatever, with music in both places. I have my friends from Sandblast Studios. They're on the 4th floor, and they would be a good tenant to move from there to here because we do filming. We have fiber running from the Iridium up to the 4th floor, and we cut shows up there. So I mean, I could do the same kind of thing here.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, I think you have to chase down that whole theater bonus concept.
Yeah.
So that has to be done before you commit to anything in the basement. But I mean, I'm good for the first floor mezzanine or second floor, or Eric and Bruce and me doing.
Yeah, I need a free office, by the way.
You know,
I'll take it in the basement. Boiler room's
you
good
don't
for
want to bring
me.
in Strauss here, do you?
Who's Strauss?
You grew up with him.
Well, Marguerite Strauss, Jason Strauss.
He's got a whole bunch of...
Mark Packer?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, Marguerite and Richard Strauss was about 86.
What's the
They
other
live across
character?
from us in West Hampton.
What's David's friend's name?
Yeah, I know. Listen, they're
George Clooney's best
doing
man.
70 million in Vegas now
What's the
with
name?
the Tao Lounge. The Tao Lounge.
Yeah, what's his name?
Who?
David's friend he grew up with. He's the model with him. They used to model together.
Oh God, I'll remember. No, no. Are you? Oh, I know you're talking. The one who's married to Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy.
Gerber.
Randy Gerber.
Randy
Yeah,
Gerber.
our next door neighbors in West Hampton.
Nice.
He died. Randy's dad died about 3 years ago. Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
good
but
guy.
I mean, that's just a bar.
I know.
It's not really.
Whatever. Listen, Ken owns a PJ Clark's. His uncle was less.
You run the PJ Clark place? I go there all the time.
Third Avenue or Lincoln Center?
I go to Lincoln Center, and I love the guy that the doorman there. I put when I have to go across the street to ASCAP.
Yeah.
It's more convenient for me to give the guy the car and
Yeah.
pay him.
Vince.
So he puts it right in the front.
Yes.
And in fact, he gave me his car because he uses the rifle range out in the Hamptons, which I never knew they had one.
Yeah, Calverton.
No, it's at Kabinski Airport.
Yeah, right.
So my oldest son out.
Yeah, well, David, his oldest
Let's go
son.
back downstairs. Do you see the ground?
David's oldest son had a modeling agency.
It's just around like
He had every piece of candy in the box.
First to the
Oh my God.
to the sixth, to the top floor, which brought back so much memories
Do you
for
have
me.
any pictures, any photographs when you were here?
I have to go. I have a lot of
I'd
photographs.
love to see some.
Absolutely.
But I can tell you all the place right over there. That theater cost me $30 million. $30 million.
Which theater?
The Winter Garden.
Oh, the Winter Garden.
They had a show there, running the longest show ever on Broadway. And I published every song in the show. Mamma Mia.
You publish everything on the show?
Every song. But I sold the company before I
Ah,
30 million. Right on the corner was Jack Dempsey's, Lindy's, it was
The original
across
Lindy's.
the street, right next to the theater, was Little Lindy's, and then up on 51st was the Big Lindy's.
Yeah.
Those were the places.
What's
You-
the
you-
story with Dempsey? Jack Dempsey's
Jack.
restaurant.
First of all, you know the building was built by the Brill brothers. I never knew they were Jewish until this summer. Never knew
I
it.
didn't know that either.
Never.
Go ahead, guys.
You know how I know?
Yeah.
My son's next door